Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Diamond Painting and Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? Is everybody ready for it to be the weekend? I hope, I wish, but I just had my weekend, so I'm kind of good. And mine was kind of an extended one. I got 5 days off, so I'm looking forward to working for just a bit. Now, as you can see, today we're working on Fairy Tales of the East, and it is a beaded, glass beaded cross stitch. And I'll bring this up as close as I can. I got the top part, all this down to here is done in the beads. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. And it was so easy to do, and I've just been working on one color at a time, sitting on the couch. So I've been working on this like all week. I kind of put everything else on hold. So I thought, well, we'll just see how far this goes. And you know me, can't have too many, God forbid, because Laura will spill it. So yeah, yesterday was my first day back after having 5 days off. So yeah, I got out of there at like 9:15. So it was like, yay! Now tonight is my one long night, so I get off at like 10:15, but I wanted to do a video, so I figured that'd be like way too late. It might not be for the other side of the world, but for me it was just too late to think about. And I don't know, this morning thing is kind of early, so we will see how this goes. But is everybody ready for Thanksgiving? My daughter's trying to get it all in gear and get everything organized, and they got to have their own way. But yeah, she got the turkey, so it's in the refrigerator thawing its little tush cakes out, and then we just got to figure out all the side stuff. And oh my goodness, oh yeah. So yesterday, let me tell you, I had not an appointment, I had a reservation, shall we say, with my my grandkids, my daughter and I, and my granddaughter, who got off at 11. We went and had lunch with her brother, my grandson, and they had their Thanksgiving dinner. And it was really good. So they had all the essentials, mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing, and they had a little bitty thing of cranberry sauce. And you got to roll with that, and green beans. It was delicious. I ate the whole thing. It was just absolutely yummy. And, for a school thing, I was just shocked. But there was a lot of people there, a lot of people, and I just didn't envy them having to do that 3 separate times before the bigger kids, I don't know what grades they put in with the 3rd grade, but it just seemed like there was hordes of people. And so that was really nice. We did that, and then we went to the grocery store. We're kind of looking around at everything, for Thanksgiving and what we want to do, and I don't think we're going out of the box or anything weird, this year. So it'll just be, right down the line and the barest essentials of things. So yeah, it'll be fun. And there's, oh, excuse me, there won't be, but let's see, there's four of them, maybe 7, possibly 8 of us, so there's not too many people. And she got a butterball, of course, So that's cool. And every year they have a thing here in town for a Thanksgiving share thing. And so, if you don't have a lot of money or whatever, you can go and they give you like your turkey and dressing, and you get so many potatoes, and you get cranberry sauce, and let's see what else. Maybe a can of vegetables or something, maybe a couple cans of vegetables, depending on how many people are in your family or whatever. So that's always really nice, and it's an option if we get in a pinch or whatever. But this year she opted to just do it herself, and we had to get the propane filled so she could cook that turkey in the oven. So we got that all taken care of. So we're just trying to put all the essentials together and everything. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Are you going somewhere, or are you having everybody into your house? And how do you feel about that? Do you go traditional, or do you do like some other type of meal besides turkey? You know, because not everybody likes turkey. I understand that. I had to look and see if that was a different color. It wasn't. But we usually do traditional Thanksgiving, and then at Christmas she might change it up. Now, like this year, she's having a roast instead of a ham or another turkey. So, you know, we're good for turkey like once, because it is such a nightmare to do. And we won't go back and get the... Kroger has a thing where you can get, I think it's turkey and prime rib, turkey or prime rib, and it's like one fee, and you get like all the sides with it and a thing of rolls, plus you get the pie for a certain amount of money. But we did that one year, and we just decided it really wasn't worth it because the sides weren't big enough. And that was the years that we had to do it for more than like 7 or 8 people. So it was nice that everything was done. All you had to do was like heat it through. So that part worked. But what is going on here? Oh, well, you know what? We're just going to cheat. Hang on. I have a little loop of thread there that I'm not liking. So what I'm going to do is I'll go back down on that one, and then I'll come right back up here where the little loop is. I don't think you can actually see it, but it's just bugging the crap out of me. I'll put the thread through the loop. Oh, it was already through the loop. Sorry. And then I'll just nail it down. Just put the needle right back down and pull it through. And see, you can't see that thread, and it's not going to go anywhere, and the bead won't get loose. I have that every once in a while with this thread, but this thread has just been an absolute dream, usually, compared to what it was. Maybe I'm just getting used to using it. But I haven't worked on any other thing besides this since the first part of the week when I did this. So since like the first part of the week, I got all that part done. I didn't work over here anymore because I was just enthralled with the Peacock here. I have a feeling it's going to get to be kind of a nightmare down in here, but especially that dark, because I tried it with the light pad and it just washes it out. You can't tell what the the color is going to be. Excuse me. Oh, and yesterday, then on top of everything of having to go to the Thanksgiving thing, it was snowing, and it was wet snow. So I went out there to brush off my car. I brushed it all off, and by the time I got back in the car, it was all covered again. I was like, are you kidding? But we only got like 2 inches of snow, so we fought all that all the way to the Thanksgiving thing. We get out of the Thanksgiving thing, and it's practically melted off the cars. I'm like, okay, that was fun. So yeah, and of course I had to get gas before I went to my daughter's, so I'm getting all soaking wet before we ever get to the Thanksgiving thing. But it was fun, it really was. And I had gone, the first year I think I was here in like 2016, and I think Max was in kindergarten, somewhere in there. My grandson. So, yeah, it was kind of a nightmare. The kid, nobody knew where to go, and they had this great big long line thing, and he got through the line before we ever got there. And this time we just met up with him, and we all walked together, So that was much more organized. So I guess by the time you're third grade, everything's more organized. But so that was fun. And my granddaughter, she wouldn't eat the turkey, and my daughter goes, well, it's just like the meat in a Lunchable, because she loves those Lunchables with ham or turkey in it. Then she started eating it. So who the hell knows? Kids, sometimes they're so funny about stuff. But she wasn't having it until she told her it was like a Lunchable. I thought that was hysterical. God, I should hope it was better than that. It was way better. This was very good turkey, and everything was just top notch for a grade school. And I think maybe sometimes they can do better in small schools, you know, than they do big ones, you know. And it just depends on the school area and how much money's in the school system and all that, and what they can do. Or sometimes they do get donations, you know, from people, so that helps a lot too. And they try, you know, in small towns to do things like this, and I think it's just really nice. So yeah, I told my daughter it was way better than when I went to Thanksgiving dinner when they were in grade school. Oh, that was like the worst meal ever. It was like cardboard everything, or instant potatoes, and so they've gotten a lot better. A lot better. So, yeah. But, I don't know. Stuff, and more stuff. That'd be fun. So, we will see. Oh, and I got a $25 gift card from where I work. Wasn't that cool? I mean, like, I just started last week, and they gave me a gift card for Thanksgiving. I was so impressed. I was like, are you kidding? Wow. I mean, 25 bucks is 25 bucks, and so it's going to buy the sides. So I thought that was just awesome for them to do, and that they really care about the people that work for them. And they've only got 4 of us. 1, 2, yeah, there's 4 of us that well, I mean, that work the store. Molly Hush. Yes, Molly's back at it. And then they have a few people that work. They have another business like right next door, so I don't know how many people work over there. So there's maybe under 10, you know, people that work for them. But I just thought that was impressive. Impressive, if I could just talk. So yeah. So cool beans. So I got to work all the way through Monday, and then I get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, and then I'll come back on Friday. So I like having them 3 days off after all the crap I've been through. Yeah, 3 days will work for me. Oops, dropped a bead. That one just kind of bounced right out of there. I love these glass beads, and they're turning out really consistent. The only issue I have had is the this cobalt blue beads that are there. I've had to throw away a lot of them that won't fit through this tiny what do you call it, this tiny needle, and I'm using the beading needle, so I don't know what's up with them. But so far that's the only one I've run into that I had to not use some of the beads. The rest of them have been just fine. Every once in a while you might run into 1 or 2, but nothing like that cobalt. And that's the cobalt frosted glass ones. I don't know what's up with that. So let's see. Everything's getting all busy. I'm sure it'll get busier at the store. We'll see. I can hardly wait for Christmas when everybody's home and all the kids. Now the kids, today was the regular kids, not the preschool, because they don't go on Friday. But the regular kids, like kindergarten through 5th grade, they get out. After today, they don't have to be back until Monday of, not this coming up week, but the week after. So they get a whole week off and a weekend. for Thanksgiving. So yeah, my daughter's prepared to be absolutely insane. She's just kind of working into the Christmas thing where they're going to be home for like 2 whole weeks. Yeah, it'll be fun. It always is. And by the end of that 2 weeks, something's got to give. Somebody's got to go back to school. So, and I was the same way. I was like, oh my God, I am not going to live through this. And if I didn't have a job, it was hell on wheels. So, yeah. Special, special, special. But it seems like the last 5+ years I've had something to do on Christmas, but I haven't had anybody at home, so it figures, huh? Yeah. It's special. But we lived through it, and they're no worse for wear. We never really went anywhere because we were so far away from everybody else, because my parents lived either in Texas or Louisiana, and we were in like Wyoming and all that, so we never went home for Christmas. We never got used to that. I think we spent one Christmas together like that the whole time I was married, you know, like the second marriage, because we went to Kansas. We moved to Kansas, around Christmas timing. And then back when I was very first married, we were all in the same town for a while, so. But, so, you know, there was like 3 or 4 Christmases we got to spend together, but we just didn't do all that much, so. Together, or used to all that. Thank goodness. But we had our own friends. Now, when I was in Kansas, and I was with my boyfriend, his whole family lived there. So that was the closest we ever got to going at Christmas to somebody's house. You know, we'd go there and visit because they'd do a big Thanksgiving. And I'm talking a big Thanksgiving for like 50 people because there was that many relatives right there. And I don't think too many of them had to come from out of town. They were all right there. So she didn't do much at Christmas. You know, she just let everybody have their own Christmas at home. And then, you know, during the day, people would drop in and stuff. But they wouldn't have a meal. But, oh, yeah, that was the hoopty. Whew, I'm telling you. They had turkey, and they had ham, and then they also had a smoked turkey that they do. And everybody brought, you know, a couple sides or whatever. I never seen so much food in my entire life. There is no way you could even have one bite of everything that was on that table. It was just unbelievable. And then she bought the pies from this really nice restaurant that was really close. So, yeah, it was always nice. And it was nice to get together with all those people. And because there was 3 boys and 1 girl, but they all had their own kids. See, they were older than my kids are now. So everybody had kids, and some kids had the great-grandkids. Do you see where I'm going with this? So, yeah, there was always a house full of people, and they have a huge house on the lake there in Kansas. And it was wonderful. You know, it was either snowy or it wasn't. And I don't remember a Christmas that we didn't get there because of bad weather. Sometimes it was like 50 degrees, and we were glad to have that because that house was hot. Oh my God. But it had cathedral ceilings, and she had fans going. It was still hot with all them people in there. And we had a place to sit, everybody, and so when it was 50-some degrees, it was kind of nice to take your plate and just go outside and sit. So we had a very good time. A good time. So I think I'm going to need some more thread. Get everything out of the way so I can flip it. Because you know me, heaven forbid. This thing's kind of long. But it's going. It's going. And works a little bit better when you're sitting on the couch because it doesn't, since it's so slick. This is kind of, I want to say a rayon or something really smooth and slick type. It's real smooth on the front, but this has kind of a, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like material, it feels about as thick as material you would use to upholster like a couch or something. But it's real smooth and shiny on this side, but this side's, you know, kind of dull, but it's kind of gritty. And I would say it's a, yeah, it's not an 1/8. I would say maybe a 1/16. It's really thick. Like I said, compared to even the poppy that I'm working on. I haven't worked on it this week. I just kind of got in a groove and thought I'd just work on this one. Didn't work on the sample, nothing. Nope. Just a few things at a time. And yesterday, I had all that stuff going on, so that's why I didn't get a video out yesterday morning. I worked a little bit on that Victoria's Moon diamond painting for the rest of the day on the other one, and then I picked this up at night and just kept going. So, and just, I wanted to get this part done. See, now there's another loop. I don't think you can see that little tiny loop right there, but I will catch it when I come through there, which is so easy to do, and it tacks it down and holds it steady, so it, and I haven't had these pop up as much as the plastic ones, but I am using that DMC floss on the plastic beaded one, but this one, this other thread's working out really well, so I think it'll be pretty. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a hot moment, because oh my god, yeah. But I mean, it's going easy. I mean, there's nothing really hard about it. So you know, I was talking about going someplace for Thanksgiving, and when I was younger, my mother had there was a total of 5 of them, and they all had kids. So they would, this is just on my mom's side, alternate who was going to do Thanksgiving and who was going to do Christmas, and that way it wouldn't always fall on grandma or mom, you know, their mom. Not that they didn't have a big house, they had a huge house, because they had 5 kids. You know, to fit everybody. But about the time I was in 8th grade, everybody was kind of scattered, but they were still within the state of Illinois. And so they make a habit of coming home for Christmas, you know. And they had been in college. Well, my uncle, when I was little, was still in college. So, because there's only like 15 years in between me and them. So, they were getting out of high school and going to college, you know, for 4 years or whatever, because my uncle got a doctorate in psychology. So, or sociology, or I think it was psychology. So, you know, they were here and there, and but they were close, you know, within driving distance. And then even when we moved from where I grew up to Chicago, we would come down, and it was like 3 hours from Chicago to Springfield. So we would either go, I can't remember if it was Thanksgiving or Christmas, and then we moved, like my junior and senior year, we moved to Texas, so by then we didn't go nowhere. We were on our own, you know, to do Thanksgiving and Christmas, so. And then we moved to Denver, so yeah, we didn't have, it was just us. So, and we didn't go anywhere, you know, for quite a while, and my sister's 6 years younger than I am. So, You know, she was still in school by the time I got married the first time and had kids. So, yay. So we were at home for a while until they moved to, God, I can't even remember where they moved to. I want to say at Georgia, maybe by the time I was married the second time. I think they were moving from Houston to Georgia. Yeah, they did a lot of little moving around there for a while, and because my dad went to work for another company or the same company, and they were opening offices someplace else. So, yeah, I gotta go back and fix that. I didn't pull that thread too well, but it's looking good. I hope you can see all that. But it's going to be beautiful when it's done. It's going to be heavy, I can tell you. By the time I get down there to the bottom, I thought I'd work. I gotta fix this here before I forget yipping and yapping away. There's one part. I didn't pull it down far enough. So I'll put the thread through there, through the loop, and then go right back down. There we go. And it just tightens it up. And then I got that other one. I thought it'd be easier to work from the bottom up, but I should have started from the bottom down, I think. Or the top down. These are beautiful beads. Little turquoise colored ones. Maybe if I can get where the white is, you can see it. But they're just gorgeous. Now these are the clear ones, and that other turquoise color is a frosted one. So it just kind of makes it shimmer. Crap. Some days. You know, when you look at it, you can see the ones that are clear. And then I put some of the pink and purples in. And they're kind of like a, what is that? I want to say a satin finish. They're not clear. They just got that satin finish, you know, kind of like the plastic beaded ones. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, it's going to be a long day. Fun, fun, fun. But Fridays seem to go kind of fast because there's more people moving around, and sometimes I guess people come in way early for Thanksgiving, you know, because maybe that's when they have their vacation. I don't know. Or grandmas and grandpas that don't, you know, have kids at home, or they're not working, they're retired, you know, can come up and spend some time with the family if they're not, because, I don't know, it'd be kind of iffy here in, like, by Christmas, you know, as far as the snow and the weather and getting here, and yeah, I wouldn't want to chance it. And then you never know what it's doing, like, the rest of the country. Yeah. So. Oh, goodness. Just don't know. Okay. So here's where that other loose one is. Put the bead in. Come on. Get down in there. And then I got to come right back up. Go through the loop. Whoop, a loop. Preferably the one you're going to nail down. And just shove it back down. And it tightens it right up. And I got 3 more beads right there. And then we'll have the whole neck done. Or, yeah. Then we can start down there. Yay. But, yeah, I can't believe how well it's going. Because in the beginning, I just did not like this material at all. And I thought, oh God, and I'd ordered 3. And I ordered them from, this is from beadscreative.com. Or, again, one more time. Beads Creative at Amazon. And I like their stuff better than the Oh, there's that other one. I want to say Embroidery USA or something like that. There's a couple of them that do beaded on Amazon. And there's Mill Hill, of course. But I want my Mirabilia. I do. I think I do. But it's going to have specialty stitches. They're just so gorgeous. And, you know, I just know. Been watching a lot of Floss Tube and different people and seeing how they do it. All right, we got it. You know, so I don't know. I'm still trying to make up my mind. It's not like I have a lot of money to spend at this point, but we'll see. We will see. So, all right. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. Whoops, I didn't mean to knock my thing there. Let me see if I can bring you down even closer so you can see it. There you go. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your day and a good weekend. God bless. Bye-bye.